God likes to hide things because He wants you to prioritize the spirit of revelation. Asking for your eyes to be open is one of the most powerful prayers you can pray. There are things you are doing now that the Lord can create a disruption on that life suddenly changes, and then what you are doing begins to make sense. This is why listening to the silent whispers of the Holy Spirit is very important. When you talk about Kairos moment, when they talk about God's divine timing, there is Kairos moment for you. There is a time that God plans to do something in your life, especially if you are not distracted. Nobody can take away that thing from you. That's why they say when your time comes. But God Himself has His own Kairos moment. There are moments that God visits the earth and He does things according to His own timetable. So when they asked Him in Acts chapter 1 verse 7, will you at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? He said, it is not for you, Jesus said, to know times and seasons which the Father has put in His hand. Now that is opposed to praying for times and seasons. Number one, Paul wrote in Galatians 1 chapter 5. He said, consign times and seasons, you don't need me to write. That means as Christians, we are supposed to pray for understanding of times and seasons, which God gave to the sons of Isaac. But on the other hand, there is another time and season that only applies to God, that it does not concern you. Famine happened. Joseph went to Egypt. His brother reconciled with him there. He had become a prime minister. But when Psalm 105 was going to talk about that experience, he said it was God that called for famine and broke the staff of bread. Some of the moves happening on that, especially pay attention, when regime changes, when you relocate, when something happens like the jackpot that is common now, occasionally from time, almost every 20, 30 years, a change will happen on the face of the earth. Now, for those who are in tune with God, He might not explain to you, you might not see it ahead of time, but the Spirit will prepare you so that when that change happens, it will be to your advantage.